Oh, hi there. Remember me? Of course you do. I'm the one that took a microwave to school. You still don't know? Well, let me jog your memory.
Everyone sort of knew that I'd brought something ridiculous. They just didn't know what, because it was after the lesson, obviously, and no one saw it. And I said, I was like, yeah, I brought in a microwave. Just colloquial, just so casually, monotone. And then everyone just sort of laughed. 15, 20 students in the class all laughed. And then my teacher, she was like, a microwave? Are you being serious? I was like, yep, a microwave. It's in the school rules, miss. Since then, I've taken in wicker baskets to prove my point, sandwich bags, microwave on Friday.
So why am I making this video? Because I'm famous, bitches. Get used to it. Okay, but jokes aside, I just want to update everyone on what fame has done to me and what's actually happened since the initial news story broke. I just can't wait to see what Michael McCrudden has to say about this little rat. So I'm not going to waste anybody's time by going through the original story. You can literally just Google that by typing in microwave backpack kid or something similar. So I'm just going to start from when I got kicked out of the grammar school. As cool as it may seem to transfer schools because you're seen as a badass or some shit, it honestly wasn't. I felt isolated. I started faking illnesses to get out of going to school. I kept telling myself and others that it was stress, when in reality I was actually depressed. Without trying to simplify the whole situation, I had gotten a certain idea from social media of what depression was. In my mind I was fine because I didn't want to kill myself. When in reality, mental health is comprised of so much more than just this black and white concept. One night, a couple months into the new school, this all changed. I was about to go downstairs when I overheard my mum on the phone. She said, "I know he's depressed. I just wish he'd realise." Those few words sent me into a spiral of thoughts, and I cried literally all night. I locked myself in my room and refused to leave. I genuinely thought about killing myself that night, and the only thing that got me through it was having the comfort of Jazz, my dog, by my side. I know that sounds cliche, but it's the truth. That's why when we had to give her away, it was heartbreaking. It's also why I made the choice to get this necklace and wear it wherever I go. She helped me get through the toughest time of my life, so I can carry this as a little thing to remember her by. So on the morning of my maths A-level mock exam, I sat in the art room deciding I wouldn't go. Eventually a teacher came along and escorted me to the exam room, to which I obviously arrived late, and I gave the paper a quick flick through and quickly, without any consideration as to even trying to answer the questions, turned to a page that had the most space on it and wrote a poem. The poem, and I can't remember what the poem actually was, but it started with the words, "I'm not depressed, just stressed, don't know where to turn next." That really sets a precedent for what my mind was going through at that point, and honestly, needless to say, I got called into the office later that day, and I got extra help with my studies, as well as being given the opportunity to drop maths, which I did. I then came to the realisation that I didn't really enjoy anything in my life. I was at a school which I'd been forced to go to.
I was studying business studies and art, the former of which wasn't challenging to the point I could miss entire weeks of school and still pass the exams. Despite being thrown out of my previous school, however, I was still able to pursue art, which became an outlet for me. Additionally, I was able to learn a lot of great things from the online communities I became a part of. The time for education, however, was over. I was unsurprised to learn that I'd failed A-level art, despite producing pieces like this. I was just as unsurprised to find out that I'd passed business studies, with very little effort. Since then, I've been back to the grammar school several times, the first of which was a few months after the incident, and it was for a quiz night, actually. Me and my current girlfriend, Jordan, we met there, and funny side note, one of the answers to the quiz was microwave, and of course, me being me, I had to whoop when the entire hall was silent. Got a few laughs though, so what can I say? I also went back to grammar to drop my books off a few weeks later, and they threw me out just for being there, and I guess they still hated me at that point. But luckily, just a few days ago, I went back again, and I think the dust has settled, and now it's all over. I went back to collect my GCSE certificates, and they didn't seem too fussed that it was me. Maybe they realised the past is in the past, and the pasta is in the microwave. I never intended for this video to be all preachy and depressing, but hey ho, that's what I get for taking a microwave into school and ruining my education. I did it because it was something I was truly passionate about, and I stand by that choice to this day. You shouldn't blindly follow others, even if you need to bend a few rules to open some eyes to the absurdity of the world that we live in. I wish I could say it was an easy journey since then, but I guess having a low-paying part-time job with barely any qualifications is good enough. I'm not saying we should go rob a bank or start a protest, but just, realise small actions can make big changes. Like for me, the bag ban at grammar mysteriously disappeared after I got expelled. And that's something no one can ever take away from me. Peace.
Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, then leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Just quickly wanted to thank Jordan, her tags here on Twitter, for helping me film most of the video, and also take a moment to shout out my Twitch, which is on screen now, at IDK_maniac, where you can find me playing various games most days of the week. Thanks and see ya.
Oh god. You got that in shot. Hand down to it. Hand down to it. I'm extra. Oh no. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good.